Guys, this has to stop. Do you know what is the most vile creature on Earth? It has recently been filling up headlines and has been denounced as a plague on humanity. That's right, the simp. Hey wait, that doesn't seem right. Shush, let me explain. Simps are bad because they distort the correct social relationship between males and females. First, they distort the image of a healthy relationship. Second, they encourage women to be narcissistic and entitled. Third, they uphold the image that males are inferior, and this is the most problematic one, because everyone knows that males are superior. Hey wait, another reason why I hate simps is that they have doomed us as a species. Because of them, we have forgotten how to connect with women. Hey, I think you look nice. Can I buy our bathwater? I miss the old days. Back then it was great for guys. Simps did not exist, we did not have to censor ourselves, and we have no trouble connecting with women. Hey, I think you look nice. Do you want to go on a date? Well, at least back then we maintained our dignity. Jesus Christ, how did our species not die off? So now you know, Johnny, why I cannot stand simps, especially in the anime media, where it is constantly bombarded in my face. Often, it is shown in anime when the male protagonist sacrifices himself for the female protagonist for nothing in return. Disgusting. What is he going to do next? Hug her? Get out of here, simp! Thankfully, instead of having a beta male protagonist that validates his self-worth based on the love of a female that he only met like once, the protagonist of Oregairu is a Chad that validates his self-worth based on his sister. Whoops. And also himself. Written by Wataru Watari, the anime follows the protagonist Hikigaya Hachiman, a pessimistic and lonely teenager who is forced to join the service club where he meets a cold and beautiful girl Yukino and a cheerful, outgoing girl Yui. Over the course of the story, Hachiman solves the issues faced by these two girls, as well as the other members of the student body. At first, Oregairu seems like the run-of-the-mill rom-com anime. The anime follows a male character whose seemingly only goal in life is to help the different damsels in distress. The female heroines appear to be one-dimensional. Yui is a Genki girl, a character that is thick-headed but possesses an overabundance of energy. Yukino is a kudere, a character that is quiet but is cool and cynical. They all participate in a school club that serves no purpose but to force these characters to interact. Although the premise seems fairly uninspired, Wataru Watari creates an unforgettable story by subverting these initial cliches and criticizing human nature and human connections. Rather than Hachiman being a typical simp protagonist who self-censors himself and capitulates to the whims of other girls, Hachiman is a Chad who is brutally honest and fiercely reaffirms his ideal and independence. He has no care for sentimentality and relationship politics. He looks at high school relationship with disdain because they are superficial and cruel. They are superficial because to find friends or find love, one has to put up a mask of social acceptability. They are also cruel because the social hierarchy requires the minority, like himself, to submit to the majority, popular kids, or face reprisals such as physical harassment or social ostracism. Confronted with the hypocrisy and terror of human connections, Hachiman fiercely defends his self-independence. Thus, Oregairu is so memorable, because while all other anime protagonists conform to societal norm, Hachiman remains true to his ideal, a true Chad.
どうやらHikigayaの構成に手こずっているようだな。本人が問題を自覚していないせいです。
そうじゃねえよ。なんだその変わるだの変われだの他人に俺の自分を語られたくないんだっつの。
あなたのそれは逃げでしょ。
変わるってのも現状からの逃げだろ。どうして今の自分や過去の自分を肯定してやれないんだよ。
The best example is during the Cultural Festival Committee arc. During the arc, Sagami volunteers to be the committee chairman to selfishly increase her popularity. Because she does it for egotistical reasons, she puts little effort and sabotages the festival. When Sagami refuses to deliver the closing speech and tries to play the victim, Hachiman is not afraid to promote gender equality and execute her with his words. Thus, Hachiman is so memorable because he is a Chad and not a simp. Case closed.
スローガン決めの時といい、相模の一件といい、結果的に君の尽力は大きかったように思う。 だが素直に褒める気にはなれない。引きがや、誰かを助けることは君自身が傷ついていい理由にはならないよ。
Maybe I'm missing something. Let's start over. Although the premise seems fairly uninspired, Wataru creates an unforgettable story by subverting these initial cliches and embracing the complexities of human nature and human connections. As much as Hachiman wants to be a Chad and reject human connections, humans by nature are social animals. Social interaction is essential to our emotional well-being. In Oregairu, Wataru questions if being a Chad is a social strength, or is it actually a delusion created by those who are too afraid to trust? On the other side of the romantic comedy spectrum, many male protagonists serve as a wish fulfillment character. They are often portrayed as reserved, collected, perfect, and entirely self-reliant. This power fantasy provides a sense of escapism for its audience, who wants to feel needed and competent. In contrast, Oregairu forces us to confront our delusions by identifying problems with this trope. In the anime, Hachiman is portrayed with many flaws. He is not good looking, he is ostracized by his peers, he drinks too much coffee. By providing these flaws, Wataru tries to humanize him. He suggests that Hachiman, despite giving the appearance of competence, is still capable of logical fallacies. One example is the contradiction between him being disgusted by human connections and him actively protecting it. The author provides him a reasonable explanation for helping others, a want and a need. In writing, a want is something that is superficial, that the protagonist incorrectly thinks he wants to be fulfilled. Hachiman wants to fulfill his responsibilities as a member of the service club. Hachiman also wants to prove to the world that his delusions are correct, that the world is hostile, and that he is alone. Thus he helps others alone because it is his responsibility, and his twisted worldview prevents him from seeking help. However, this is a lie that Hachiman tells himself. In reality, Hachiman's need actually motivates him. In writing, a need is something obscure that the protagonist actually requires to be fulfilled. Hachiman needs to love others and to love himself. Hachiman helps Yui and Yukino because he subconsciously cares about them and wants to be cared for. By adding flaws and misaligned motivations, Wataru creates a compelling and humane protagonist. Hachiman is memorable not because he denounces relationship, but because he needs it. We are interested in the plight of Hachiman because he says something about all of us. Many people have denounced relationships because maybe we experienced a breakup, maybe we experienced unrequited love, or maybe we never experienced love before. We all put up a stoic facade and try to distance ourselves from others, but still, within all of us, we yearn for connections despite society's indifference to it. Unlike other protagonists, Hachiman paints our insecurity much to our chagrin, which makes him so memorable. Although it's easy to mock simps, maybe, just maybe, we should be more sympathetic. After all, they're individuals just like us, searching for human connections and also like us, confused about how to do so. Likewise, we should also not celebrate being Chads, since beneath their masculine persona, they may like us feel insecure and are hiding their vulnerabilities. I think if we all strive to be more genuine and vulnerable, we might be more successful with our dating lives. After all, it worked out for Hachiman. Sorry about being a jerk earlier. Listen, I really enjoy your company. Maybe we can share a coffee sometime, if you are free.
しよっか。言い訳無用です。この変態。
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Also, special thanks to Pulxo for helping me edit my script.